Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Swimming with Seawolves. I'm Madison Enda, and we're back today with Eureka. Hello, Eureka.
Hello.
Hello. This is really exciting. Eureka is one of my personal best friends, and she's an incredible swimmer on the team. I love her so much. It's really good to have her today and be able to talk to somebody that I feel like I hang out with quite often. So hopefully we shouldn't be like super boring and we'll be a little bit interesting maybe today. I don't know. We'll see. So Eureka, why don't you introduce yourself? Just say like your name, where you're from, your year, that sort of stuff.
Okay, so hi, my name is Rika. I'm a junior right now. I live in Manhattan. My major is environmental studies. And I swim, I guess I swim the 100 fly and 100 back.
Yes. I guess I swim. I guess. I don't really know. That's why I'm here, but who knows? Eureka she's an amazing swimmer. She has incredible underwaters. For those of you that don't know, it's like the dolphin kick underwater like this. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's on point. Okay, it's great. I wish I had underwaters like that because my underwaters are just I kind of look like like I'm throwing myself forward like like that, and it's not the best. It's not great. Anyway, yeah. So Eureka is I guess like a true New York socialite. You're from Manhattan. I feel like that to me, whenever I thought of like New York, was like, everyone kind of thinks about Brooklyn and Manhattan and kind of like the more super urban places. At least that's what I thought about because I'm not from New York. So in my opinion, that was something that I was like in New York, a magical land of tall buildings and subways. And so it was always cool to hear about like Eureka talking about what it was like for her to grow up here and to be here. So but you have been to LA, you've been to other parts of the country. What would your, I guess, like personal experience be if you were to compare? It could just be like LA. We've been to Florida too for our training trip last year. We've been kind of all over the country. How do you think New York compares in like vibe to other places around the US?
I mean, if I had to compare, because I always go to Los Angeles a lot, where you're
Yeah.
or California,
Tell me.
definitely driving.
Okay, yeah, okay. So she cannot drive, but she has a car. She has like a nice car. It's a very cute little car. All right, she's got a cute little Mini Cooper. So adorable. I can drive, but I do what we call survival driving, where like someone just throws you into a car in LA and it's like, hey, go on the 91, like go on an 8-lane freeway. You can do it. I swear, trust me. And you're just like, oh God, I have to merge over 4 lanes now. I don't know what I'm doing. It's going like that all of a sudden. So between Eureka and I, neither of us really know how to drive. It's not working out well, but she's the one that has like the nicer car. So I'm always like, you need to learn to drive better so that we can go places more easily and I'll have to Uber everywhere. I'm sure there are a lot of people who are on campus like us right now that are utilizing Uber. And Uber is difficult too because you gotta make sure you're wearing your mask and you're staying very safe and hand sanitizer and you gotta keep a good distance from even like the people who are driving, which is really sweet of them to be, doing this during this pandemic and during this time. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get in our cars and go. I'm scared of bringing my car here also because I just don't generally know how ice works and like coldness and things like that. And I'm pretty sure my car would die. Like it wouldn't know what to do. Like in 115-degree heat, sure, my car is like my little Honda Accord will just push through. But if it like got anywhere close to where it might snow, the car is like, that's it. I quit. I'm done. Like I give up. This is not what I was meant to do. I think my car would just give up on me. Like when we were driving, Eureka was out in Las Vegas a while ago. Kind of like when the pandemic was not in full swing yet. It wasn't like everyone was like, hey, don't go anywhere. Like this is back before that a while ago. But she was in Las Vegas and I was in LA and I really, really wanted to see her. So I had some friends of mine help me drive all the way to Las Vegas, which is probably like 3.5 hours in the morning. We got up at like 4:30. We drove there, probably got there around like 7 or 8 in the morning. And we drove the whole way there. And it was really awesome to see Eureka. It was cool to walk down the strip and everything. It was a little bit more, what would you call it? Ghost town. It was like there wasn't a lot of people there, obviously.
Yeah.
Because again, this wasn't when like COVID was in full force, full swing, but people were just starting to get a little bit like, oh, we don't know if we want to go out. So I was like, oh, Eureka, places. But then at the same time, there was really nobody there. So it was kind of interesting to the whole vibe of just getting to see everything at Eureka probably for the first time without there being much there. It was cool, but it was also kind of weird, kind of like funky. But yeah, anyway, on the drive back, I wasn't driving, but my friend's car overheated and broke down, and we were stranded in the middle of the desert, like in Nevada, between Nevada and LA. And we were stranded in the middle of the desert for like, it was like 7 or 8 hours at a gas station in the middle of nowhere. So in the morning, I was having breakfast by the Bellagio, and in the evening, I was at a place called Super Fresh Alien Jerky at around 10 o'clock at night in the desert, lost, waiting for someone to pick us up in a car that we were waiting for our parents to come help us out. So yeah, that was interesting. It was an interesting drive.
I kept texting Maddie. I was like, "Where are you?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm still in Nevada." I'm like, "It's already like what 10 p.m." And I'm just like, "Why are you still there?" And she gave me the whole story, and I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was lying to you at first, Loki. I was like, "Yeah, everything's fine. We're on our way," and we were in a gas station with no car because I didn't want her to feel bad because I know that Eureka feels so bad about everything. She looks like a little, I don't know. It's kind of like, "Hello, yes, I'm Eureka." She's always very like calm and chill, but on the inside, I know that she's like, "Oh my god, I have things to do. Must make sure everyone is okay like, all the time." So I never want to freak her out because I know that she thinks about everybody else a lot, and she's very sweet. Eureka, you're very sweet.
"Thank you."
Tea time solves all your problems. Okay. So lately we've been, like you do, we've been getting a little stressed. We've got a lot of finals here. We've got a lot of, for swimming, it's a lot of workouts. Just being away from home in general. Like it's been hard for me recently too, just because, like I'm sure everyone, even Enrique, even though she lives relatively local, not local, but compared to me, it's local. We can't go see our families all the time where you don't have that, relaxation of being home all the time or like seeing our pets or whatever. And I do have a fish. He's a very nice fish. His name is Enzo, but that's besides the point. I gotta stay focused here. Sometimes you get a little stressed out. Sometimes you get a little bit worried. You got a lot going on. So we've been getting tea together, usually from Starbucks. They have some pretty good teas. But just kind of at night after dinner, we get some tea, relax, talk about the day's problems and what's going on that we're happy and proud of, that we've done well without the day, or what we're not so happy about, and things we were kind of worried about for the next day to come. And it's just kind of nice to relax and unwind and like put things into perspective, because sometimes it's like, this is such a big deal, and then you're like, wait, actually this isn't a big deal at all. Like this is half of one assignment for one class that I'm taking that it's not really going to affect. But like in your head it's such a huge deal all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it's important to, I guess, stay strong this year and get through it as people, and kind of to grow, rather than it is to make sure that everything is perfect all the time, and that you're always doing like the absolute best you can do. Because if you give 100% for everything all the time, you're gonna get tired really fast. You gotta learn to prioritize and to work hard and work smart. So that's been our struggle, our collective group struggle. Yes. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. That's my entirety of that moment. But yeah, so Eureka, I know that we've been trying to kind of round ourselves out a little bit. We're trying to get into clubs and stuff too. You want to talk about some of the clubs that you've been interested in recently?
So I joined this club. Well, I've always wanted to join this club since freshman year, but I just didn't get the chance to because of like swimming and academics and getting into the swing of like college life. It's called Taiko Ties, which is basically like a traditional drumming club, basically. And right now we just finished learning this piece called Renshu. And it's like, this piece is kind of like, I guess like a beginner's, but like introduce you into the taiko drums, and like it's very nice and I love it so much, and I can't wait to like actually go perform and do like practice with like actual drums, because we're doing like Zooms right now because of COVID, but I'm so happy that I'm in this club. So
I'm gonna bring a foam finger and like confetti, be like, "Go Eureka!" And like you're gonna be I'm gonna do everything I can to embarrass you. I'm gonna have confetti and just go it's gonna fly everywhere. Yay! You're gonna be playing the drums. I'm like, everybody quiet, Eureka's playing the drums. But it's so cool, and it's honestly really beautiful, I feel like, style of music. I'm really excited. I want to be able to come and watch you perform and do that. There's a lot of really cool clubs that I'm hoping to get into later in the year, and just when things are better. But I guess that is one upside of there being not more time this year. I feel like we don't have more time, but like more ability to kind of delegate what we're doing now, when there are things that we can do this year, but there are also things that we could kind of explore more things this year, which is kind of nice too. So anyway, Eureka, It's been wonderful talking to you. It's been wonderful having you here. Thank you so much for being on Swimming with Seawolves. It was nice to dive in with you to a couple of things that we like to do and like to talk about. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching this video. Thank you for coming and meeting the amazing Eureka. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.